Hello, my name's James, and I want to talk to you about elitism in nerd culture, or I guess in anything. But let's start off with the story, I guess. Um, See, I grew up with anime um, back in the day. Yeah, really back in the day, before there was internet, where the only way you could get anime was if Cartoon Network showed it, or they used to show it on Sci-Fi. Um, they would just show it in blocks, right? Even Tech TV started showing anime. I remember that. And of course, I grew up. I was poor. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have internet. Um, so I didn't get to have that uh, experience watching anime online, which you can do now. It's like out there, for you to stream. You can use Crunchyroll if you want. Let me tell you something. All right. Back in the day, anime, or which we used to call it Japanimation. Now, take that word, Japanimation. If you never heard of it before, you would probably think it's some kind of racist label to call animation from Japan. Who cares, right? You look up the word Japanimation in the Urban Dictionary, and it'll say, you know, a word that will have an otaku shun somebody or some crap like that. You know. And if you think you're an otaku, then you should just slap yourself right now. I hate otakus, just like I hate hardcore gamers, because I don't consider myself one, but I am. And that's what I hate. I hate these people who take on this medium, this genre, and they hold it on to them like it's theirs, like it belongs to them, and they speak for the rest of us who wander around here. It's like, it's like, is this guy all right? Is he cool? It's like, no, he's a poser because I am the greatest otaku of the world, motherfucker. What year were you born? 1990? You didn't see Akira. You don't even know the horrors of the wasteland. There was no anime. It barely was even like you had to get imports and it barely started releasing the videos. And when they started releasing stuff to videos, like that was the good stuff. Not like now. Like now it's saturated. It's all complete bullshit. If you don't believe that, uh, which is weird because you must have seen it all. You had to have seen it all. There's anime that is good, and it's really hard to weave through the bullshit now because you'll see something and like this looks cool, and it has the same tropes that you see all like gone are the years of Akira, Ninja Scroll. Like when people used to put large amount of details, it took years. But man, those animated cells, they're freaking awesome to watch. If you haven't seen Akira, I don't think you have any right to call yourself an otaku. You know, but that's just me, and I hate elitism. A perfect example. This past weekend, they were showing Sword Art Online. It's probably the only thing I was watching on Adult Swim or Toonami, as they call it now. Um, and which I really like the show. Uh, and I was just looking on Twitter, you know, fuck me. Why am I looking on Twitter? So I look on Twitter, see if anyone's talking about, Tanami, whatever, right? And I see this person. I will not name their names. The documentation's there if you want to find it. There's this snarky little comment, this little tweet about. It's like, I want to ruin all the anime on Toonami for everybody because I was a good otaku. Basically, the statement saying, I've seen all this stuff before. You know, because it's on the internet, you watch it, whatever, you know. And there's two things wrong with that. One, you should never fucking spoil anything for anybody. And it's just a horrible feeling that happens when you accidentally spoil something for somebody. To do it intentionally, that's just bullshit. Wait, what? Get out of the shot! I God damn it. Anyways, I'll just move over here because he wants internet fame or something. And of course, the internet loves cats. So, anyways, yeah. What kind of what kind of a comment is it? What is your? Here's what I don't like. You know, if you love something, if you love anime, if you love video games, if you love anything, and you attack anybody who tries to get into it, you know, then you don't really love that. I'm sorry to say it. You know, I used to be the same way. I used to see someone, uh, these skater punks with like, well, they're not punks, but that's what I thought at the time. So this was skater punks with like a Misfit T-shirt, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, they probably don't even fucking know who the Misfits are. They probably don't even have their albums, you know, their albums. I don't know why I said it that way, but you know. And I thought to myself about this, because it was also Evil Dead and some other stuff. I was like, I don't even know if people really like that stuff, you know. They just probably wear the T-shirt, you know. But I thought to myself, who the fuck am I? You know, how are you supposed to get any fans uh, to love the stuff you love and support it when you're being this elitist asshole? You know, it's like, oh, you're watching Toonami. You like to see your anime piecemeal, wait every Saturday. Well, you know what? That's what they used to do back in the day. I don't believe any of you. I don't believe any of you that think that Toonami had nothing to do with bringing anime to the mainstream, because it did. Half, maybe even a lot of you, whoever saw Dragon Ball Z, it was on Toonami. It was on Toonami, 4 o'clock, every time I got out of school, which was high school back in the day. But, you know, that's how old I am. Whatever. Okay? Yeah. And then I have some things about Dragon Ball Z myself. I like it, but it's stupid. But that's what it is, you know, whatever. But not to get off topic. The thing is that this comment, you know, about, you know, what Tanami is doing now, you know, it was gone for like years, man. And then when it came back, like 2 years ago, or was it a year? It might have been a year ago, whatever. Like when it came back as a April Fool's joke, and then everyone just went crazy. You know, it's because I love Tanami. Tanami brought back like they brought anime to the mainstream. You can't. I know this because anime was hard to find back in the day before, you know, the internet was, you know, everywhere. So, and I hate to like go separate places, but and let's talk about video games. You know, just because someone likes to play Call of Duty, you know, and I hate Call of Duty, but I'm not gonna hate someone who plays Call of Duty because they're playing video games. You know, these little kids, you know, yeah, they have an attitude problem, but you know, it's like they're just, uh, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. Video games. Someone put out a video about, you know, hating these girls that play video games. Not because they're girls, but I think that's underlying the statement. You know, it's there. You know, there is this hatred towards, not hatred, um, it's just uncomfortable to be a girl gamer. It just is. Someone wants to go on play goddamn game. They don't want you fucking little, you know, guys that don't know how to fucking talk to girls. Like, oh, it's a girl. Oh, can I have your number? Oh, you got the balls to go tell her to her face in real life? Leave her alone. She wants to play a game. Man, you guys give us bad name. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, there's just this internet hatred towards women. It's there. You can you can go hate on, Robin Thicke's, blurred lines video because you think it's misogynistic and it's just you know using sex, a sex appeal, you know, and say this is horrible and blah blah blah. Then you get labeled a feminist, which you probably are, but that doesn't mean anything. You have these ideals. Although I do hate feminism because I hate any ism or look. Why can't you just be for equality? Why does it have to be for women's equality? Get that out of the way and just say equality, you know? So that way, when someone says something against, what would be considered a feminism issue, we would say, no, it's an equality issue. So we all are affected by it, you know? Because then it becomes like this, I don't mean to get racist here, but if someone says the N word, you have Reverend Al Sharpton and, is it Reverend? You have Al Sharpton and Reverend Jesse Jackson and they come out. It's like this is shameful, blah blah blah. Wish they should. But if anyone calls a Mexican a wetback, where the fuck are they? They're not there. I get outraged when someone says the N word. Why don't they get outraged when people start saying stuff about my people or any other culture that's being demeaned? Then there's no such thing as a girl gamer. We're just gamers. And for a girl to grab a controller and play a game, whether it be Call of Duty, whether it be a mouse and they're playing World of Warcraft, who the fuck are you, me, or anybody to hate on what they're doing? You know, regardless if they're saying, "Oh, I'm a nerd," I'm a nerd gamer, and then you have that meme on Facebook I keep seeing, where it's like this girl gamer and she has like these glasses. She's like, I'm a nerd, and it's like this picture of a guy. It's like, no, you're not. You're just a whore who found glasses. Ugh, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, who the fuck are you? If they're playing games, I'm happy. Anybody playing games, I'm happy. Anybody watching, anime, I'm happy.